Hi, everybody. My name is Angel. I just wanted to welcome you to the class and show you around a little. So, I first have here loaded up C&M, and from there you'll go click on your Brightspace. You might have to log in for the first time or so you'll log in with your email handle and password, same one you're checking your email with. Once you get to CNN Brightspace, then you will select our class tile. You'll be able to see the class tile tomorrow. It starts March 10th. So once you click on your class tile, you'll see the 7 modules for our class and the information and how to get a hold of me, as well as your announcements, your syllabus, all of the information that you need, as well as the assignments themselves, right? So if you click, for example, on the Getting Started module, then I have here for you, in redundancy, of course, the contact information for me, which can be found on the syllabus, as well as the course home. The syllabus can be found here in the Getting Started module, as well as off to the side, you'll see overview and syllabus link as well. I have here some resources for you. They're just the C&M resources. So if you need to get a hold of IT, the IT link is here. If you need to get help with computer issues, if you need help with math content, you're always welcome to get a hold of me during office hours. But C&M also has free tutoring. So take them up on it, right? And then if you need help with anything else, there's a food pantry, there's financial aid, right? You might need an advisor, and any number of other things that you want uh, some resources for. So these are the general go-to links that you might want to find. So from there, let's take a look at the syllabus. I will have emailed the syllabus and this welcome video out to you. So let's take a look at the syllabus together. Again, in redundancy, you'll have access to how to get a hold of me. So my name is Angel. I can be found in the Zoom meetings, right? So the Zoom meetings are, if you go to the blue banner at the top of Brightspace, there's this communications drop-down menu that has the Zoom meetings there. You can also find the Zoom meetings links for office hours in the calendar and on the course home underneath. So I'll show you those as well. But let's take a look through the syllabus real quick, right? So the course itself is the first level of calculus, and it is focused on the applications, right? So you have a list of achievements that you should have throughout the class, your student learning outcomes. The book is already in and attached to your Brightspace. There is no extra purchase for that. You're welcome to use a calculator throughout on your material, right? And of course, you're going to want something to write on, especially if you want to get help, right? So having your notes written down, walking yourself through the process, and keeping track of your steps will also help somebody be able to help find your mistake and help walk you through what it is that you need to work on. Okay, so definitely keep a notebook, right? If you don't do your work, you're going to be dropped. If you can't keep up with the work, you're not going to be successful. This is a 7-week course and there's no extensions and the due dates are firm. So you can be dropped if you don't do your first day. You can be dropped if you don't do your first week, and you can be dropped if you don't get, and you can be dropped if you get a week behind. All right, so keep track of that. Our final exam, the only thing that's due before a Sunday in this class is the final exam. So every other assignment will have a Sunday due date, but the final exam has to be done early because I need a chance to calculate the grades, right? So you have to have the final exam due by Thursday. It is the only thing to do that week, though. So keep that in mind. Um, Start it early. If you are the type of person that always does your assignments on the weekend, you will not have that opportunity for your final exam. Okay, some due dates to keep in mind as far as like drop dates, right? So March 18th and April 11th. So March 18th is your last day to drop without a W on your transcript, and April 11th is the last day to drop, but you'll get a W on your transcript. More access to resources here. So DRC is a good resource if you have any kind of disability and need like extensions on time, those type of things, a private place to work. That doesn't really apply in our class, but maybe it does if you don't have a quiet place to work. Okay, there are about 3 sections per week. We'll take a look at that. So 3 sections per week in terms of the book, right? And 1 weekly quiz. There's a midterm and there's a final exam. So the final is 20%, the midterm is 20%, the weekly quizzes are 20%, and then the bulk of what you're doing in this class is the homework. That's 40%. So that's how your grade is broken down. And then just the standard A, B, C grades are given out in this class. There's no pluses, there's no minuses. And then if you go to the very end, um, so there's the missed assignment statement. If you go to the very end, you'll see the syllabus here. So, or I mean the schedule. So in the schedule, you can see 3 sections in week 1. They each have a homework. There's 1 quiz. In week 4, you have 2 sections, but you still have your midterm to do. And then the very last week of class, it's just the final exam, but the final exam is both chapter 2 and chapter 3. So I did skip over here some additional announcements, some access to printing, that type of thing. So definitely look through the syllabus on your own and get a better idea of what's going on there. But let's go. My favorite thing to click on is always course home. That's another spot where you'll be able to access information about how to contact me off to the side here. So again, there's my office hours, a reminder to go up to the Zoom meetings if you want to go to office hours. Below there, though, is the calendar, right? So the calendar feeds are here, reminding you of when the due dates are, reminding you of the ability to go to office hours, right? Above in that blue banner is also a link for the calendar. So you can get to everything in multiple ways. So feel free to click on the blue banner, feel free to click on the course home, try to find the information you're looking for. You can usually find it in more than one place, which is a very nice thing about this structure, right? There are announcements, and the announcements are just reminders of what's going on. So once I'm done with the video, I will upload it into the Getting Started module, and I'll also email it out to you and along with the syllabus. All right, so as you can see, beyond the Getting Started module, which is just a location to put information, and resources, especially, right? Then you also have like week 1, week 2, week 3, right? You've got the weekly modules. So if we click on one of those, you can see the other important pieces of the course, which are the book, right? So for each section, you're going to have a section in the textbook, which is a great resource. There's also a few videos for each section that you'll want to watch. And then there's the weekly or section assignment. So for each like 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, there's each of those things, right? So you'll have access to the textbook section, and then you'll also have access to the videos and then the assignment. And there are ways to navigate. So you can click on them individually, like I was doing, but you can also click on the side arrow tab. So again, multiple ways to navigate, multiple ways to access. the information. So this will tab us over to the next activity, which were the videos, right? So here's your different videos that you can click onto. And then if we tab over one more, we will see the weekly homework sections, right? So each section has a homework, and this is where you will complete your homework. So do as much as you can from the book to prepare yourself, and then you have this homework to do. After the homework for each section, then there's also a quiz. So each week there's about 4 graded activities, right? Um, 1, 2, 3 section homeworks, and then a weekly quiz. So I think that's about all. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out. And I look forward to helping you understand calculus and making it through this very quick 7-week course.